So I am looking at this calculate fee member function of pet license, and like I said, it looks pretty complicated. It has so many if statements. For some reason, it says if this, do something; if something else, do something else. So it comes with all this complexity. But this is how I would rather like it to look like, or to be able to do something like this instead. So calculate fee. Maybe what I can do is just to say I have this total fee, which is part of this object, right? So I create it as a double value. If you look at my constructor initializes this total fee to 0, okay? Basically sets it to 0 as soon as I construct the pet license. And of course, I construct pet license for two reasons. One reason to be able to call calculate fee, and the second reason to say print. And it's supposed to print everything, and I'll be done with what I need to do, right? So this is what I would like it to be. Maybe I can say that its new version, starting from here, maybe should be something like this: total fee equals total fee plus some sort of license fee, and that is a function which I will add to compute all fees that are license wide, like applied to the entire license, not to individual owner or pet, right? Then I would like to say, and of course, most programmers will write this type of addition as arithmetic assignment, basically doing it in place, essentially saying, hey, take what's already here plus this, plus whatever this function will return. Oh, actually, license fee I'm already using. I'll just say compute, right? Compute license fee. So this function doesn't exist, but I will add it to my license class. Then what I would like to do is total fee plus equal compute license discounts. Okay, compute the discounts. Then I would like to be able to say maybe that pointer to owner, which I already have in this class. And let me actually move this to the prior tab group like that. Okay, so I have more space for me to type here, and I will say total fee pointer to the owner of this license, compute owner fee pointer to the owner, compute owner discounts, so that I don't have to do any of this little. I will keep my rules visible. The rules seem to be right up here. Okay, and it says cat count and does all this kind of crazy stuff. But what I would like to do is I would like to say for each pet, and this is how we said that this range loop or for each loop works, is that we have a vector of pets inside the pet owner class, and all we have to do is just declare this loop which will visit each pet, and we will be using a reference to each pet object in this loop. And I would like to erase all of this complexity, and all I want to do is basically, just like I did it with an owner, I would like to say pet, right, pet dot compute pet fee, right, and pet discounts. All of this, right, just in a very similar manner like that. Wouldn't you agree that this looks like a much better version of this calculate fee function, right? All of a sudden, it becomes maintainable because we say, look, we begin with, perhaps we can even, like, regardless of what the current value of it is, we can just basically say, start with 0, and this is a double, so I will just initialize it with the double 0 value, right? So we start with 0 and begin to accumulate fees and discounts at 3 levels. At the license level, at the owner level, and then at the level of each single pet, but we already have a way to iterate through this entire collection of elements, vector of pets. This works, and once we have the pet, we visit every single pet and we say, give us your fee and give us your discount, and in the end, we will return the total fee, right? So in the end, right here, we will do the computation, right? And right here, we will just go right in there and say, return that fee, okay? So that should be something that should be doable. All right. So this looks pretty good, right? Let's make sure that we modify existing classes to be sure that we support these operations, number one, right? So number one, we're going to go to our header file, right? And all we have to do is just add some of these new functions. For instance, compute license fee for the license is going to be another operation that I need to be able to support. And it, of course, returns a double value, right? And takes no parameters, because this is a function which returns pretty much everything that the license fee level is, right? There's also compute license discounts, right? Discounts, right? So we do that. So we add a couple of these operations. Likewise, pet owner will have similar operations, compute, and now I begin to realize, since I'm already working at the license level and the pet owner level and pet, why do I have to be so specific? I just say we can name them the same way. Compute fees, compute fee and compute discount, right? Again, compute fee and compute the discounts, all right? And then compute fee and discounts at the pet level. So I will use the same function names, which makes it even more readable, I think, right? So instead of naming them some unique way, just use the same function names. They will belong to different classes. So here's 2 of these. And in the pet owner class, right, I do the same thing, add a couple of these functions. And at the pet level, I will also add a couple of these operations. Just return a double and do the computation. Okay.
On your pet license file, total fee, you got discount.
So we will fix that misspelling everywhere like this, right? So just basically do the right spelling. Okay, thank you very much. Right, so we did this. And of course, now we need to be able to add implementation of all of these functions and put it in the someplace in this pet license implementation file. Right, so we will basically use these 2 function prototypes, and what we need to do is Of course, we have to do this for a pet level, pet compute fee, compute pet, compute discounts, and of course, we need to get rid of the semicolon right away, right? And we need to be able to add the curly braces like this, and these are our functions. And of course, I basically use this annotation at the end, which obviously tells me this is the tail of this function, right? I just follow the same set of notations, and I can use my Shift tab to bring it back to this level. And for now, since I don't know what this function really gonna be doing, I'll just use return 0.0 just to be able to compile with this new arrangement, right? So if I did this for pets, then I can do this for the pet owner like this, right? The other level of compute fee is added to the pet owner, so that pet owner gets its own set of functions. And of course, one more copy and paste, right? One more copy and paste. This is now for the pet license, like this, pet license. And I also need to fix my annotations here and here, and also here and here. Okay, so I fixed some of this. So now let me see if with these changes, if the things can be compiled again. So save all files and say build. Let's take a look. And of course, in order to be able to find out what this is, I need to say view logs, and it did build fine, right? I didn't get any problems with this build.